So Abraham got $30,000 and Striker also got $30,000.
That happened. Because, sir, you know, sometimes I try to think about it and who I want to here. From nowhere, Abraham and Striker were put in the same movie. Omu play role. You could see them almost always together. Then backward page could do that level. Then the other one becomes a story on its own, different story on its own. What happened? One of mama when young Striker a man wouldn't go school, they didn't go school.
I think a life, and I say, men can say, I'm trying to find the key word.
But can say shebre.
Destiny. Yes, destiny. I mean, when you met Striker, no, not or that street from the beginning.
Sabra know the best.
The actual age, no sooner your name, but again, infant say between
roughly
12 and 14.
12 and 14.
Yes.
And he was on the street.
On the street.
At that age.
He lived on the street. And according to me, he has always lived on the street.
Okay.
And see, film, no, when we saw him, and I mean, you can't just take a child.
Where did you meet him?
I'm say in Crime Hall, baby.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because sometimes they go to the beach a lot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And see, you see, I mean, we can't use you without any parental consent. I mean, it's illegal.
Yeah.
And see, your man did the coffee, and apparently he's from a royal family. Yes.
Striker.
Your friend in need the BBB, but he's from a royal family.
Oh, okay.
Nti ekofi ho ani yakobo family na amanie
etimu ebusuafo no
exactly
like the mother, the father, the uncles.
I think he's an orphan.
Okay.
But you share ni uncles ni grandmother, you know those people. Nti and then ani catch him say ni ye pese ye ni boy ni ye de nimbe ko Koforidua for some time akwa shoot film. I said no problem.
Okay.
And if I'm not wrong, one of his uncles signed off on it. Because there was a contract.
Somebody should sign, definitely.
Yes. And he was signing here. And that was the first step for us to be able to work with him. And after that, we went. There was no calls from the family, nothing.
Okay.
And when we finished the film, by the time we were not when we fine. And when we finished again, we returned him to the family. And they catch him say, see. Now your person fanunko school. They said no problem. And again, it was a year or two, nothing from the family. Nothing.
But he was in school.
He was in school.
Okay.
But school no so also because onya kra wa school da. Enti o de no cross school na odwane. And
odwane okohin.
No oye share horses.
Okay.
Yeah, me fan say who first in some more year maybe children's park among the horses in the banner. Yeah, or yeah into to lead the horses, then at the end then they will pay him.
Okay.
Into I think he fell in love with horses. Into Yakai said what does he also on the enter horse mano. So out of Nisika no nya because in the contract each of them after the film, yeah, so that contract was that say yeah film you not say the film makes profit. Abraham will get 1% and Striker will also get 1% from profit.
Okay. That's huge.
Yes, so Abraham got $30,000 and Striker also got $30,000.
$30,000.
Yeah, I mean those days.
Those days. Yes. Man. Prince.
But still make yourself.
And also, destiny. It comes back to destiny. $30,000.
Yeah. So Abraham had his because Ejana or Ebusia.
Okay.
He had a family, so it was given to his family. But again, I overlooked it.
Yeah.
He has provided to make sure say it will take exactly because it's like I say at that time. And they knew to them. So one managing a year, I mean and the same thing for Striker. Striker because now we Memphis say like there was no one to entrust that amount of money. It was withheld. There was
but why didn't you guys give it to the family?
We didn't the story. There was no good relationship.
Okay.
Okay. The agreement was that it will be put in an account for him, which he signed to.
Okay.
So the account and OD 18 now, it will be handed over to him, which is the right thing to do at his age, and he agreed to it. There was a gentleman called Kofi, who also worked on the film. Our school not something with Johnny. Then we can't come public. Then we'll find him. Sometimes we no only baby and my office. One no about. I'm sorry now, sir. And again, like me said, I'm like we tried, and not once now with Johnny. Yes, I know. You can't say, is it then I need it? Sometimes he say he needs money. Okay, then Oni Kofi agrees. Okay, we will give you money every month. Okay. Every month, if I'm not wrong, maybe I might be wrong with that information, but I mean, you say your money is car. Or then you call bank with him. Then they go to the bank, withdraw them and know their money.
How they then?
I mean, maybe or
at that age,
or the better nyama na so one down for sometimes say you need a phone.
Wow.
But he was in a boarding school. He didn't need anything, nothing, because his baby was footed.
School no year.
Debbie. That was the story. I feel Johnny. There was one time with Johnny on a Caleb Huno.
Okay.
And Caleb knows me. I don't make quiet me because Caleb knew me. Until Caleb and framing. The next thing we saw say the guy was on GH1 granting an interview. Say Nisika B na den. So
about out somewhere in Nisika.
Yes, about out. I rushed to GH1 and I'm busy at Caleb, but you know me. Why wouldn't you call me? I mean, like what news do you want?
It is kind of more need.
There was GH1 or more me in Pennyphobia. So I went into details, and there were media people outside ready to interview, and then they said based on what we've discussed, and ask him what I'm saying is if it's wrong, tell them. Okay. I know it's never can request. So they realized it was a false alarm. And then we took him away, and then now it started coming out, say Nisika. Well, and then at that point, it went to, I think Miss G was involved. It went to the police station, and then immediately this kind of man, the family because the money was in the bank.
Okay.
Until Kofi went ahead to withdraw all the money and give it to the family, because by then
all the
18.
controversies now. I do 18.
No, he did 18.
Okay, so the contract.
Exactly, the money was given to him and the family at the police station, and for me that was dangerous because this is a family he barely knows, or he stayed with them until the rest is history.
How is your relationship with him?
I think the last time I met him on the street, we spoke. Said, how are you? Or said, I mean, we are fine, but I don't mean any problem. But
who knows street and how is his condition?
I think me now I call like Kuma Undaba.
Okay.
Now but I mean, he could have been better.